Good morning, everyone. If anyone is here, this is a very impromptu live that I just sort of came together yesterday, and actually what's really impromptu is that I came out on a walk this morning and have discovered this incredible temple really nearby, and I just sort of sat down on a bench inside the temple, and this lovely monk came out and started offering blessings and healings with flowers and smoke. So I've been blessed this morning, which is really wonderful. And I've only walked a couple of minutes and discovered this. It's gorgeous. I don't know, let me see if you're able to. I don't want to flip the camera around because otherwise. There's the temple, and there's the beautiful, where they're putting the incense. I hope I'm allowed to do this and that I won't get told off. And I hope you can also hear me because I don't have headphones on. I hope you can hear me. I'm sort of whispering really, I'm not whispering, but I'm not speaking very loudly. Okay, right, anyway, here's this lovely temple. Right, back to me. Yeah, that's worked really well. So what's really nice is I recently had this wonderful healing from Psychic Susie. I've had I've had 3 healings with Susie now. They're always incredible. I have to speak a bit louder. And I wanted to introduce Susie's healing room to everyone. I think that when you see the healing room, you will love to have a healing. It's just gorgeous. It's like being in a temple. So that fits quite nicely with being at a temple this morning. I'm just going to wait for Susie to come on. I haven't seen her joining yet. Let's see if she's here. She's not on here. And yeah, I hope you're all having a good Sunday morning and it's going smoothly. I only just woke up about 10 minutes ago, so I'm still breathing in the new Sunday freshness of the new day. So has anyone got any questions actually while I'm on here waiting for Susie to join? Any questions about Susie's healing? About spiritual healing, about anything really. Oh, it's starting to rain. I hope you can hear me. Are you guys able to hear me, or do I need to put my voice up a little bit more? If you're still there. I'm just checking that anyone is still there. Maybe I don't have a good connection. Let's see. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop it and start it again, as I haven't seen Susie on here. Oh, there's somebody else in here. Oh, hi. Oh, thank you for a comment. I know you're all there, you're not just pictures. That's brilliant. Marcia Rose, you've had a healing with Susie. Wow, yes, she's amazing. She is absolutely brilliant, isn't she? And she does it with so much love and support. Which one did you have, Marcia? Because I know that she offers 2 different types of healings. She's got the soulful healing, which is that sort of guided meditation where she takes you through that beautiful dreamy land. And then she does the other really powerful healing, which is the that one which like is kind of just takes you back to past lives. It's kind of a bit more dramatic, but really powerful at the same time. I've had them both, and actually I preferred the dramatic one because it sort of really helped me to shift parts of me that well, it actually brought up a past life experience which I just sort of transmuted quite quickly, and I would have been quite fearful of doing it had it not come up impromptu to just clear it. You know, like when something comes up and you don't expect it, you don't anticipate that it's going to be bad, and so you just clear it straight away. So yeah, I've got Andre here. Hello, Andre. Oh, Marcia, you've had them both. Which one did you prefer then, Marcia? I'm just going to wonder to see where Susie is actually. She said she was coming on. Maybe she's having some technical problems. Let me see if I can find her. Susie, where are you? Florida James, hi Florida. We're just waiting for Psychic Susie to come on board. Where is Psychic Susie this morning? Let's see if I can find her. Susie. One sec. Nope, she's not on here. Ah, Susie, there you are.
Yeah, I thought I'll find you.
I was like, I'm sure you just said you were coming on. Good God, what's happened?
I know, it's funny, isn't it? And I'm going, oh, where's Jada?
Oh, good. I was like running out of things. So I was like, oh, it's starting to rain.
I know.
Which is nice. It's clearing, processing energy.
Definitely. But I hope you're not getting too wet.
No, it's fine. It's nice. It's just a sprinkle. So Susie, I wanted to talk to you about your healings. I know I've got Marcia on here who said that she'd had both of the type of healings, and she says actually she prefers the transformational one. It helped me understand myself. Yeah, same here, Marcia. I agree.
Yes.
So Susie, do you want Psychic Susie? Would you like to tell us a little bit about the two healings that you offer?
Yes, certainly. Of course, I'd be delighted to share what I offer. I've actually prepared my room ready because I'm giving a healing this afternoon, and I always like to prepare it a good few hours beforehand, just to bring in the energies and to allow the crystals to settle and just embrace the beautiful energies. And I call in my guides ready to assist. So the healing I'm doing this afternoon is soulful healing, which is a combination of using spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is the oldest form of healing. It dates back to 2000 BC or even before. There's no really records of it. All healing stems from this. And also with Reiki, Yusui was felt he needed to channel some symbols to bring in the energy for his students. But with spiritual healing, we just plug ourselves in, we go direct.
Yeah.
So that's the only difference. So they're both as good as each other, as long as the intention is pure and for the right thing. So that's what I do. I work with colours as well, because many years ago I suffered severe postnatal depression. after having my first child, and healing found me. It took me on this spiritual journey, and I was very blessed to find a beautiful lady who became my mentor, and these were her beautiful coloured scarves, and she got me to look at Aurosoma because she was an Aurosoma consultant, which I've only got these little tiny bottles now, which I use when I do psychic readings, or I use them in with healings. But they are so beautiful because the Aurosoma works from the inside out. And if you do ever purchase a bottle, that bottle becomes you. So you don't let anyone else shake it. You're the only one that shakes it because it's got your energy in there. And like, as this is like a little, like a jewelry thing, they not shake. The colours won't shake. But in normal bottles, the colours shake. And then you apply the beautiful lotion to your body in the appropriate place. Obviously, this is green.
When you do the healing online, like you
Yeah.
did me, do you still use that?
Well, what I try to do is, because obviously I try to use the essences of the crystals and the colours that are in the bottles and replicate them in my coloured scarves. So it's my intention that you're getting the Aurosoma energies in the coloured scarves. Right. So that's how I work with it. So yeah, so I was very blessed to had Marguerite as my mentor, and I have her light beamer pen as well, and she's now in spirit. But she was actually taught by Vicky Wall, the lady who birthed Aurosoma. So I think it's really an honour that I've got her equipment. So that's really nice. So yes, that's what I do. And also I work with crystals, but I'm more of an intuitive crystal healer. And I like to place crystals underneath my couch just to support the energy and grounding it. And it helps me as well be a clearer channel. And the clients then receive the energy from the beautiful crystals. So yeah. So
let's have a look at your room then.
Yes, well, I'll flip you off of my doodars. Oh, bear with me.
Rita's Hi, Rita.
And I'm just going to turn you around, camera around. Is that right? Yes. So this is my beautiful healing little room. So as you can see, I'm starting to prepare my room for a client. I've got my fantastic light beamer pen ready. I do use tuning forks as well, and my little bell. Today I feel I'm going to be using solfeggio tuning forks for the third eye and sacral, and of course the Om for grounding, and these beautiful colours that I should be working with today. This is soft blue, turquoise and beautiful pink. Obviously pink for unconditional love, and this is for really calming, soothing, and good for public speaking, just generally balancing the whole body. And then this is my golden healer's palm stone, just feeling intuitive to place her there. And I use oracle cards in my healing. I get the client to pick 2 of these beautiful cards and place them under their pillow, so they're actually getting the energy of the cards. And then at the end I get them to choose another one, so it ties everything all in. So that's how I do it, and it is amazing how everything just slots into place. So although they're having healing, but they're sort of like getting a little tiny mini reading as well. So I now show you under my couch. Excuse me, we delve underneath. So these are the crystals I've got out for this afternoon's healing session. I've got beautiful amethyst. Blue lace agate is obviously really calming and soothing, very gentle on the soul, nurturing, and obviously green aventurine for beautiful healing, heart opening, turquoise for communication. And I've got beautiful opal, another calming feminine energy, I feel. And my beautiful selenite crystal ball. This is really powerful. I was gifted this, and it was just so beautiful. And I've got clear quartz, of course, rose quartz. Hang on, excuse me, just moving everything out of the way. Yes, I've got rose quartz there, and I've got a beautiful Lemurian crystal that I use as well. I use for my personal self, but also in healing. It is really stunning. And a clear quartz crystal ball. Clear quartz again, rose quartz, clear quartz. And I love this stone. This is merlinite. It's really grounding, powerful, but it's like a little universe inside this beautiful stone. And I do feel it connects to the energies of Merlin. It's beautiful. And then I've got petrified wood for grounding. And these are all my grounding crystals. Black tourmaline, smoky quartz. Actually, that should be around there. Excuse me, I hadn't put it right. Black tourmaline and obsidian.
Gosh, wow.
Okay.
It's like a little temple going on in there.
Yes, there's lots and lots of beautiful crystals. And these are the other little Aurosoma bottles. I'll just show you around. And I've got these are my other crystals that I use as well. I've got a beautiful amethyst crystal wand.
Wow.
And all the other crystals here. And my crystal skull. So that's really, and of course, all of my beautiful coloured scarves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one is speaking to you today, Jada?
I think the red, because I just had the healing. When did I have a healing with you on? Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. And you used red and gold. Yeah. And so that red is still very prominent for me. It's quite bad. That just, it's sort of, I'm in the moment of feeling quite, what's the word? I'm not good with words.
No, I'll flip my camera back, then you can see me. Yeah.
I'm in the moment of feeling like I've got to get things done, like that real, I'm an Aries, so that real red ball energy.
Yeah, that's what I felt. Hang on, excuse me. It's quite fiddly, isn't it, getting sync into place again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad you picked up on red energy, because I feel I'm wearing red today as well.
Yeah. And so, Susie, how long have you been doing these healings, soulful healing?
Well, I started my healing journey back in 2004. So 2008, I became a fully fledged member of the Spiritual Healing Society, formerly called the National Federation of Spiritual Healers. Now it's called the Healing Trust. Obviously, I'm a Reiki trained as well. So I've been doing it ever since then, really. But I learned transformational healing as another healing technique. And through that healing, the healing I offer is now deep, because I'm connecting on a soul level.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. And then as it's just organically grown. I've always worked with colours, but the crystal side of me has just grown underneath. And the way I connect to the client and take him on a meditative journey, that's evolved as well.
It's like, isn't it, the more you work with spirit, anyway, it's like a muscle, isn't it? The more you work with it, the stronger it is.
Yes, definitely.
And it becomes, you then eventually just become one with it all the time, if you know what I mean.
Yes, definitely.
Very powerful. But could you just explain a little bit about the transformational healing? Because I think and I was also thinking, for us anyway, that was, I like them both, but I preferred the transformational healing just because that my character's more kind of like, go get it done.
Yeah, I know I know what you mean. I was watching Laurie Ladd. I follow her sometimes on Instagram, and she was just saying, "You just got to get it done." You can't pussyfoot things.
Yeah.
You've got to get in there and
Yeah.
clear the stuff out because we need to clear. That's
Yeah.
what we're here for.
Yeah.
So transformational healing for me is a really powerful healing technique where, as a facilitator, I'm not doing any healing. All I'm doing is holding the energy of the I am, you am, we am energy. So for the whole time, I'm with them all the way through.
Yeah.
So whatever they're feeling, my intention is with them always. And they will know if my mind wanders because they feel, oh, I'm not being supported.
Yeah. I was just
So
about to say that because I remember during that healing experience, I could feel that support. Like I could feel you around, or your energy actually holding me to receive, like almost like a circle around me that was holding that space for me as that transformation was happening.
I know it's what you have to do is learning detached compassion.
Yeah.
And so if you connect to someone's eyes as well, and then just for that moment in time you are in love with them, that's how it works, because
Yeah.
nothing else matters, just you and that client. And then what we're invited to do is we invite the client to step into their body, letting go of that ego self,
Yeah.
which is hard
It is.
because that stops us from doing stuff. It stops me as well. I have to really push myself through it. Say, come on, you can do
Yeah.
it. Definitely. Because, yeah, so you just have to step into your body, let go of any thoughts, and feel deeply into your body. And then I will be inviting your higher self or your soul to feel with you. So not only will you have the support of me, but you'll have the support of your soul, feeling every emotion with you. And then I will be using words to encourage you to feel. And I'll be led by your soul. So you might come with an intent, just say, oh, I want to look back at something what happened in my childhood when I was about 6. So I start off with that, but then it might divulge and it goes its own way. So, and it's very organic, and I find it totally fascinating. So I will ask the client firstly, how does it feel to be them? They might think, well, actually I feel right. I said, how do you really feel deep
Yeah.
inside?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they might go, oh, my heart, yeah. Or they might put their hands on the solar plexus. So really it's a non-dialogue communication, but people do talk because sometimes they're not aware of listening to their body or feeling these emotions. And it can bring emotions up from the past, things that have been dormant or you might have even forgotten about, but it's okay because it's not happening now. You're just briefly revisiting it so you can look at it for what it is and let it go, and it's gone. So, and it can bring up anger, it can bring up fear, can bring out all sorts of different emotions, but it's really, really powerful. And if you want to heal, this is a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
You do quite a few sessions, because once you start on this process, you think, oh yeah, I'm ready. Your soul knows you're ready for another one, if you know what I mean, and it places you there
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
realizing it. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. And the transformational comes in is when you've finished all your processing. I would say, I would invite you to say, have you finished your process? Do you want to go deeper? Because it can touch past lives as well,
Yeah.
often, or
Mine
even
touched
rebirth.
past 5, I remember.
Yeah,
Didn't it? Because I think that often people, it's quite strange. People, not well, some people don't realize what actually needs to be healed, because the
no,
ego has a good way of like somehow confusing that memory obviously sometimes so that you can cope with things. So it's like you don't really realize what's going on until you go into the healing and you realize actually not just the depth of it, but it's often something that you don't think it is sometimes.
I know. It is, yeah, it is like that, definitely. I mean, when I embarked on learning transformational healing, I thought, what am I doing here? This is scary stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
still
knew my
scary.
soul's put me there, and I kept getting the word train. Okay, train. I'm trained. Yes, okay, I got it. I got it. You know what I mean? So I knew that it was part of my soul's progression, and so that I can help other people to release some of those things, because we've all got stuff, haven't we? It doesn't matter how much you clear, how much healing you have, there's always something to clear, another layer and another layer. But the transformational comes in when they've finished processing, and then I invite them to see and feel the truth, which is, as a facilitator, that is so powerful.
Yeah.
Because you're using another higher frequency energy to see their truth and to mirror that back to them by saying empowering words to them that they are a beautiful being of light. Allow the light and the truth to be with you through every cell, every part of your body, filling all of those dark spaces. And we will say the word truth quite a few times, because it can take, that process can take about 10 minutes, because it is hard to accept your truth, isn't it? That you are a spiritual being, having a physical experience. But also, as a facilitator, then I could see whether they've come from the stars or they're an earth worker, and see their past lives. It's actually amazing, and it's such an honour to bring in someone's truth.
It's liberating as well. I mean, I know that, if I'm being told that my truth is that I'm an internal being of light, oh, it's just liberating. All right, good. I'm glad to know it's not it's not a human incarnation, it's not this journey. It's actually a relief, because I just think, oh, well, okay, that's amazing. I'm an internal being of light. Brilliant. Let's just continue making good experiences. And if we cock them up sometime, it's all right. It's not my truth.
I know. I mean, it's just that's when the transformation comes in, and it's like the energy just changes from quite heavy, because you've been going through stuff, and then it goes, and it's like direct from source, and it's like, wow. And yeah, so I'm sitting with them, and then I might, if it's doing it one-to-one in-house, then I'll be gently holding their knees to help bring in the truth, and just gently touching them in certain places to help them process. But we're not there to cuddle them, if you see what I mean, because if they're crying, we've got to allow them to release those tears. Because one thing I had problems when I was learning it, it was like, I want to go and give that lady a cuddle because she's upset. And they says, no, that's her stuff, she's processing. Just support her. And it took me a long time to get my head around that, because I was so used to being that caring, I need to give that home. But if you do, you're actually bringing them out of their process, and you're smothering them. So it's giving you that space. And for me also, because I lost my husband back in 2014, transformation helped me to look at the grief, because it was stuck. And that was very, very good, just for me to look at it and see what it is and deal with some of those emotions, because it was holding me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention quickly, I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and what cropped up was that they were very fearful of having any sort of healing. They were scared to go there. And I know, because I used to be quite scared of connecting with spirit when I was younger, just because I didn't know where it was going to take me. I was very rooted on the earth plane. What would you say then to people who are scared of actually approaching healing? Because it is
Well,
quite a thing, really, isn't it?
it,
It's opening
it is.
yourself up.
I know, well, it's the unknown, and I think the word spiritual, that put people off, but I don't know
Yeah,
why. Because in spirit,
yeah,
in Latin, it means breath of life. You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
normal,
Get so
and
connotated, like spiritual, with being like, um, I don't
I
know.
think it's,
Do you
I
know what I
think
mean?
it's because we've been conditioned, haven't
Yeah, of
we?
course.
And this is it. But for me, it's a very loving, calming experience, and there's nothing to fear because you're surrounded in the energy of love. Either transformational healing or soulful energy, you are being supported.
Yeah,
And if you believe in guides, guardian angels, they are with you always. So you're not on your own.
yeah. And I
And
think
I always,
so.
go on.
Sorry, go on, Susie.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, I was just going to say it's really important for people to find someone that they trust and feel comfortable with, because they will be letting go.
Yes, it's like obviously I give clients transformation, soulful healing, and then I assess them, and then I can tell that their soul's ready for it. They might not be ready for it yet, but they know I offer it, and they will come eventually.
Yeah,
Um, it is a trust thing. Is once you've brought a trust with your facilitator or healer, then you're ready to offload and open up really.
yeah.
And once you look at your stuff, it's not that bad.
It's really not. It's
It's
really
not
not.
really bad.
The thing is, you
It's not,
actually feel so. It's like, I don't know, if people don't like doing sport, then they go for a swim and then they're like so glad that they've done it. You know, you feel, oh, I'm glad that's gone. It's released, whatever it was, it's finished.
I
Uh,
know, I know. It's just amazing because you think, I sat in all that mud. Oh, but I'm okay. But
yeah,
I know I was supported and it was fine.
yeah.
You know,
And your spiritual health is so important. I mean, your spiritual health actually, it's kind of like the, it's one of the leaders of your mental health, of your physical
definitely,
health. If you're not well spiritually, um, you know, I don't know, it's spiritual health's an anchor, isn't it, for everything else to
well, definitely, because if you can bring yourself back to yourself,
yeah,
because we are all part of the earth, everything's energy. We're all created from the energy, so we can bring that back to the here and now, which is really, really good because this is the only moment that matters.
yeah,
But we do get ourselves in the way a lot because that's part of being human. But it's good that recognizing that we are a spiritual being, having a physical experience, and reminds us not to take ourselves too seriously as well,
yeah.
because we're here to learn, but we're also here to enjoy and embrace each other in
And
love.
isn't it funny, Susie, how society, well, often the media and, the global consciousness try to make us so serious. Do you know what I mean? It's like everything going
I
on.
know,
Like, there's this happening, there's that happening, there's that. You got to worry about this, you got to think about that. There's scarcity, there's everything that you have to feel serious about. And it's so opposite to what living is about. And, they
I know,
train you actually to restrict that spirit of living fully in the now.
I know. It's just, yeah, I know. It's just, well, I just switch the news off. I don't really participate. I only concentrate on
Yeah,
what's going around in my own little bubble. As long as I'm connecting to spirit every day and the source and sending love and light,
yeah,
working for the highest intention of
yeah,
bringing love and light to the world, then I'm doing my thing.
yeah,
But and that world is playing out the way it is, isn't it?
yeah.
But we know there's more to life than just bricks and mortar and material things.
And it's a choice, isn't it? You either choose to when you wake up, you make that choice to continue participating in that consciousness or not.
Yes, definitely.
Realize that you're actually a free being with free choice.
Yes.
So
and we're here to enjoy.
Yeah.
I just like to share this story that happened to me. You know my beautiful crystal that I wear, this one here, around my neck
Yes.
a lot.
Yes.
Yes, well, after our healing session, I went out and saw my father, and I went on the beach to the breakwater, did all the things I normally do, came back and my crystal had gone. I thought, oh my gosh, where's my crystal? And I've had her for a long time. I thought, oh, I shouldn't really get attached to it. And I know crystals do walk, but it's like, oh no, I felt like I was missing something. Anyway, yesterday I thought I needed to retrace my steps. So I retraced my steps and bumped into lovely Kate from the barge, and she was there by a rowboat. And she goes, oh, you've got to retrace your steps. I said, yeah, I know. So on my way back, I was just giving up hope, crossed the road from the crossing to where I live, and there it was, staring at me in the middle of the crossing.
Oh,
I couldn't believe it, because I
yeah.
asked the guardian angel to
Yeah.
help me to guide her back. And when I got her back, I said, oh, where have you been? I've missed you. And do you know what the reply was? I needed a break from you. I needed to be free. So I could be out in the stars. Now I've come back fully charged and replenished. It's so funny.
Wow.
But
Well,
yeah.
they talk, don't they? I mean, crystals talk. They do.
Yeah.
They tell you exactly what they think. They're just living consciousness, aren't they?
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely. So I do love my crystals.
Amazing. And I know that sometimes crystals tell you when it's time that, you know, they've done what they can for you. And that's often when they break and then you lose them permanently, right? Sometimes.
I know. I mean, I did wonder whether I've done with that crystal and I'll have to buy a new one, but obviously it's not ready to let go yet.
No, it's still got attachment issues with you, Susie.
Yes.
Work through it, that energy attachments.
I know. I know. That's the thing, because we do get attached, but the art is not getting attached, isn't it? You know. And another thing about looking at our stuff, was it Thich Nhat Hanh says, no lotus, no mud, no lotus. So sometimes we have to wade in the mud so we can be that lotus and bloom again. It's part of where we are, isn't it? We can't continually stay on a high frequency. We have to touch base with ourselves daily.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here otherwise. What would be the point?
No, I know, we'd be floating. Woo!
Yeah, we'd just be the Buddhas, or, you know, what's that? We're elevating everywhere, you know. We'd have it all sorted.
I know.
Continuously all sorted.
But
Hi, Nikki. Nikki's just joined us.
Oh,
Hi,
hello.
Nikki. Hi, Chris.
But
yeah. So it's starting to rain here, and but Susie, is there anything else you could share quickly about your wonderful healings that you do?
Well, I mean, I could do a little guided meditation for you all.
Yes, I'd love that.
Yeah,
love that.
Because this is what I do to relax the client. I connect with them on a soul level. I've already brought in the energy, my guides and the healing team, which they're here. I can feel their energy already, and so I connect with them and I take them on a little journey to a place that resonates with them, and then they totally relax, and then I can work on their body or the etheric body if I'm doing it remotely. So yes,
let's do that. I hope the traffic is not too bad.
Is that all right? Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, it's fine. You can hear. Okay. Yeah. Please do it.
Yeah, I can hear. I don't want you getting too wet, my lovely.
No. It's sprinkling.
It's sprinkling.
It's fine. It's not downpouring. Yeah. Brilliant.
Okay.
Do I need to close my? Actually, I won't close my eyes because I won't be able to.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to close my eyes so that I can connect properly. Okay. So everybody out there that's watching this or on the replay, I'd like you to close your eyes and connect deeply to yourself. And you can visualize yourself on my healing couch with those beautiful coloured scarves wrapped around you, cocooning you in the energy of love. And as these energies of the blue and pink scarves melt into your body, you start to feel soft and gentle and more relaxed with every breath. And eventually those coloured scarves become a huge bubble of love and light. And you are surrounded in these beautiful energies of pink and blue. They fill the whole of my healing room and extend out to you wherever you are. And in that bubble of light, you see a doorway in front of you, and it draws you forward. You open this white door up, and you go through a corridor of platinum light where you meet your guardian angel. They walk with you through this corridor of light to another doorway that leads you into your healing sanctuary. And you step inside a beautiful garden full of beautiful flowers, and there's many roses, and the headache bouquet is divine. And as you walk around this garden, you sniff every rose, and there's robins flying around, and birds are singing, the sun is shining, it's a beautiful summer's day. And as you walk around the garden, you find a beautiful bench to rest. And you feel safe and nurtured because your guides are with you. And magically the coloured scarves are back with you, and they're wrapping you up in that bubble of love and light. Your guides are with you, and they're here to assist with your healing. The light is bright, and there's fairies also sprinkling fairy dust upon you, working their magic with divine love and light. I'd like you to stay there for a few moments before I bring you back. Just breathe in those energies and breathe in the light. You are safe and divinely loved. If you'd like to stay there a bit longer, you can, by all means, but please do come back the way I guided you, and then make sure you're completely anchored into the earth. I'm walking barefoot around your home, or if you can, in a green field or green garden. I'm just walking, touching your feet upon earth. And now it's time to bring you back. You may have only had a short experience of healing, but that was enough just for now, because that healing will work on a cellular level, giving you time and space to heal naturally. As you walk around the garden, you pick a beautiful red rose, and you can take this back into your reality. And you're also given beautiful crystals. I've been shown a tiger's eye, rose quartz, amethyst, and yellow citrine. Pick one of these crystals and bring them back with you. Your guardian angel then walks you through the doorway that leads you back into the platinum light. Your guardian angel speaks words of love to you, and you listen. They are talking to you. So please pay attention to your guardian angel. And then eventually you see that white doorway that leads you back into that beautiful bubble of pink and blue light. And eventually landing back on my healing couch, or wherever you are in this beautiful world. And please make sure that you aim to the earth. So that's a brief experience. Could you hear it all?
I did, yes, I did. That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
So it's only, you're very welcome. It's only brief because obviously I'm aware that you're out in the rain and I'm in the warm and dry. So
no, that's fine. My battery went right at the end, so apologies if there was a slight pause, but I think it was when we were already on the healing couch. And so, but I just like
go on. I just like to clarify the importance is to ground, because we are doing a lot of working with high frequencies as well, whatever healing treatment we do, but it's so important to ground ourselves and anchor ourselves into the earth, because if we don't, we can feel scattered, and you need to come back, because I had an experience once where I wasn't properly anchored back after a healing session, and for a few days I didn't feel I was in my body, and it's a weird experience. So so just walk around your home barefoot and kissing the earth.
Bare feet are important. Susie, my battery's going down. I just want to quickly say, Nikki Reiki Soulstar, she does the amazing Reiki sun symbols in Cyprus. She says, "Have a beautiful crystalline Sunday, and we thank you."
Bless you.
And I just wanted to thank everybody else who came on this live to listen to wonderful Psychic Susie Golden Healing Susie this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. And also quickly say, during that wonderful visualization you gave us, the monks came out and put, you see, Susie, I'm at a Buddhist temple. How can I do this? The monks came out and put out some wonderful incense.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so I could, and it was amazing. So I had that aroma of incense just as you were talking, all about the flowers and everything. Wonderful temple this morning.
How amazing is that?
Yeah.
And you're outside a temple, and I quoted Thich Nhat Hanh as well today.
Yeah.
Wow. They're so in sync. I love it. It's brilliant.
So in sync. So I'm going to run before my battery beats me to it. And Carmel says, thank you both. Thank you, Carmel. Lovely to touch base this morning. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Gary, Go Easy, and Lou Harlech. Raj joined, Starseed Lion, Rita, Carmel Blossom, who does lovely healing in Wales, Marcia, who you obviously must know, the Dragon Guy, Florida James, Andre, Joao Brenner, and Ali, your friend Ali, our friend Ali.
Oh, Ali. Oh, beautiful Ali. Thank you, Ali, for being there. I love us. Yeah. Thank you so much for everybody that joined. It was amazing. Thank you, Jada.
Amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You have a beautiful day.
You too. Enjoy your healing this afternoon.
I will do.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. Take care.
Thank you for joining. Bye. Happy
Bye, lovely. Bye.